Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Pit Stop Scale Model Garage video. I think you guys are wondering what my new intro is all about. Well, a year and a half ago when I started this channel, approximately a year and a half ago, it was all about ships. And the reason why it was ships because I was in the Navy and I wanted to build the ship that I was on. And I did find the USS Saratoga in several different scales. All my ships are 1/700th scale. So I went ahead and built the USS Saratoga, and I decided, well, I want to do the ships that support that during when I was in the service, 1968, 1969. Now, I said, okay, I can build these ships, and only 6 or 7 of them, but after that, what do I do? So I decided to expand my channel into doing some military builds and some aircraft builds. Now, aircraft is really my second love. I always liked planes, especially jets, and that's the reason why I went into the Navy, into the air division. While I was there, I've seen a lot of jets, and what I'm going to do is I am going to build all the planes or aircraft, whatever you want to call them, that were on my ship when I was there, and that's about six different aircraft. I already started building some of them, but I'm going to show you in this video the aircraft I'm going to build, the ships I'm going to build, the cars I'm going to build, and maybe a little bit of my railroad. Okay guys, we're going to start off with the one that I had been working on, which is this RA5C Vigilante. Now let me show you how far we have gotten as per the last video. There was a lot of work I had to do on the seam on this, and you can still see a little bit, but I am not going to go any further. I spent about 3.5 hours trying to get all of this as smooth as possible. And also down on the bottom, the seam that was down here on the bottom, I tried to get it all out, but this body was so tweaked that it was like pretty tough. So we are up to getting this guy painted. Alright, everything is primed up and ready to go. Both on my wings, my horizontal stabilizers, my vertical stabilizer, and I also got these from STS, I believe it was, the correct decals for this car, for this airplane. RA5C Vigilante with the Squadron and USS Saratoga. So this will probably be the first one. You can see I have already masked off where the color break is going to be. So the bottom half will be white, the top half will be a Navy aircraft color. Alright, that's enough on this guy. And we go through the rest of them right now like that. And we'll put this on the side. Alright, so one of the ships that I'm going to be building, and this will be one of the last 2 ships that I will be building, is the USS Fletcher. The Fletcher is already built. I don't have the box for the one that I'm actually building, which is the USS Hammond, which is the same class as this one. And those were destroyers. Now, aircraft. Corsair was one of the planes that were on my ship. E6 Intruder was another one, and I already built the Prowler, which is very similar to the looks of this one. The cockpit's a little bit different, and so there's some subtle changes, but basic configuration of the plane looks almost the same. Rescue helicopter, Coast Guard. I'm going to change that out to a U.S. Navy. They had the same HH-60J, but it wasn't decorated for U.S. Coast Guard. It was decorated for the Navy. And of course, My most famous plane that I love very, very much is the F4. And I have a little bit of a story about this F4. If you notice the rear wings, they point down. Well, they point down and they are exactly forehead height. Yes, forehead height. And I was fueling aircraft at the time, and I had to grab the nozzle of the fuel hose, throw it over my shoulder, and turn around and start pulling this off the reel. Now, the reels have been exposed to salt water for a long time, so they are not the easiest reels to spin. So anyhow, when I turned around and started to run, I hit my head right there, and it knocked me on my butt. So this plane is very special to me. And finally, one of the aircraft I'm going to build is this E-2A Hawkeye. Now, I had already built this in 1/144th scale, but all of these are 1/72 scale, so this is a 1/72 scale also. So I'm looking forward to building all of these aircraft. I mean, like I said, besides cars, aircraft is my second favorite thing to do. So, like I said, they will not be overtaking the channel as far as my car builds go, but they will be thrown in different time sequences or whatever. Okay guys, now that you have seen all the extracurricular models I'll be doing, and like I said, they will only be put into the year as the year goes on. They will not dominate my car builds. My car builds will be priority, but I will be doing these other models throughout this year. If I get them finished, okay. If I don't get them finished, okay again. But anyhow, now we're going to get into the car models I'm going to be doing. So, without further ado, check this out. Be right back. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, welcome to the bench, and this is going to be a couple of my projects I'm going to be doing for next year. I already started on this guy, on the Hemi Cuda, and I did a peek at where I'm at with it. You see the body has been painted, and the engine is pretty much on its way to being completed. I think the only problem I have with this is with the interior paint. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So we'll see how that's going to work out. Hopefully I can fix the paint. I tried to do two-tone seats, and of course it just bled through. So with that being said, the next one I'm going to show you, this one has special meaning to me because it was a car that my dad had. Get this light. This light. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. My dad had one. His was all black. And I remember one story about this. We were in a cemetery visiting one of our relatives that was deceased or whatever, and we were driving on the roads in the cemetery, and someone ran a stop sign, and it was too late. My dad T-boned him on the passenger side, and I was sitting in the back seat, wound up in the front seat. No seat belts in those days, you know. And had fold down the seats, you know, to get into the back. They had fold down the seats and so on and so forth. So this is a brand new kit. I did not even open this to see what's inside yet. I'm looking at this here, and I wonder where's the engine. Here it is. That's funny. It's the 6-cylinder. Okay, boys and girls, we are back, and what you're looking at right now is the 68 Dodge Start Hemi. It's a 2-in-1 kit. You could build it either stock or you can build it as a racer. I am going to build it like this. I like building my cars as race cars, most of them. Some of them will be sleepers or just get around cars or whatever. But anyhow, I am going to build it with the Hemi. It'll be the second car with the Hemi I'm building, so yeah, I like the Hemi. So let's see what this has got. So it's got 172 parts. Wow. And that's because you could build it in two different ways. You could build it with the Hemi, or you can build it with the 440. And that's cool because they give you an extra engine to build in here. So for later on uses, I have a spare engine. Alright, boys and girls, we are back. And now here is the model that I am going to build for Terry. It's an AMT 55 Chevrolet Nomad. 3-in-1 series, stock custom drag, customizing kit, station wagon, and custom pickup. 1/25 scale. Nice picture on the cover. Authentic model. I guess somebody built this one and they took a picture of it. Whatever. Special features: 3-in-1 building options. Okay, guys and gals, here we are down at the workbench. As you can see, 61 Chevy Impala AMT kit. It's a 1/25 scale, 409 cubic inch, turbo fire, woohoo! V8 with a 4-speed transmission and dual exhaust. Yay, that is cool. So, let's take a walk around the box and let's see what's going on. Move some of this stuff out of my way so I don't spill it. There you go. On this side here, this says authentic model. Alright guys, another build you could look forward for this next year coming up is this Foose 65 Chevy Impala. And this is going to be another group build, and it's hosted by Model Cars 1589, that's Leon. And everybody I mention in these videos, we're going to put down in the description. And I think Ralphie's kind of excited about this one, man. He wants to go ahead and attack this. Now, I like the colors that are on the box art. So, I went ahead and I ordered some scale finishes products. I got their super primer. And the base coat on this car. Shake it up so you guys can see it. Oh, there you go. The ball's starting to rattle. I put it near the mic so you can hear. Anyhow, it's a bright white. It looks kind of grayish to me. Maybe it still needs to be mixed up some more. Anyhow, what's going to go over that is this solid pearl rose copper. Okay guys, this is going to be another project I'm going to be doing for next year. This 66 442 W30. I had one 66 and two 67s 442s, but neither of them were W30s. Anyhow, this build is going to be for BG's appreciation build. I'm going to have fun building this one, and my car was that color. So I'm going to try and replicate that color. Okay, boys and girls, this is going to be another kit that I'm going to try and get done. And I am thinking of entering this kit into a group build that's going to be done by Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds, and KRD Race Car Design. And it's called Second Chance Zombie group build, and it starts the first of the year and it goes through the first of next year. 66 Nova, I started this a long time ago and it's just been sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. So let me show you what I've gotten done on this car so far. This car has been painted in MCW Go Mango, and has not, it's got a little bit of, I'm going to say I had not touched this car as far as body wise, you know, doing any wet sanding, anything like that on there. The interior is partially done. Got my dashboard here, still needs to get some finishing up. I have to remember why I did half of the stuff I did on here. Headers are in there. Engine is pretty much on the way. Got all my spark plugs in there, spark plug wires in there, all painted up. Transmission painted. Oops. And then my chassis. My chassis is pretty far along, as you can see. There's really not much more I could do to that. But anyhow, Paul, if you're watching this, this is probably the one I'm going to enter into your group build. So, with that being said, I think that's going to be it for this video. And we'll see how it goes from there. Alright, talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so on my aircraft and my ship builds, they will be start to finish builds. So those videos will probably be quite long, maybe between 30 and 45 minutes. So I will try and keep them as short as possible, but I don't want to overrun and keep doing one video after another video after another video just on one build on an aircraft, because there's really not that much to do on aircrafts, not like our model cars. Anyhow, let's continue this and we'll see where it's going. Talk to you later. So, there will be no name change to the channel. Just what I do inside the channel is the only difference that's going to be. And I will be adding my little slogan that I used way back when I first started this channel. And that will be, if it flies, floats, or rolls, I'll build it. So with that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video of the changes that I'll be doing. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Bye.